This is Southern Cross News with Rachel Williams.
Good evening, everyone. 2 people in their mid-20s have been taken into custody following the disappearance of Launceston man Jake Daniel Anderson Bretner on Wednesday night. Southern Cross News captured the moment the Westpac rescue helicopter conducted a thorough search of the area he was last seen, while forensic officers continue to investigate a riverside home.
From the sky, rescue crews left no stone unturned, conducting an extensive search up and down the Tamar River, across the wetlands and around Riverside, even doubling back to search over Balmoral Street, where 24-year-old Jake Daniel Anderson Bretner's car was last seen. Around the corner in a nearby street, and police forensic investigators remain on scene, trawling through this Riverside property. Police arrived in the street late on Thursday night, with neighbours telling us yesterday Jake was regularly seen at the house.
Probably the most suspicious thing was that, they were here so late and there were so many of them, and we had family coming home, and they just kept coming in the door saying there's more and more. Neighbours
also saying SES crews helped with a ground search yesterday. Jake's fiancée Caitlin has since taken to social media asking for information, saying, "I love and adore you so much, Jake. You're so missed by everyone." This is the street where Jake's car was last seen at around 6 p.m. on Wednesday night. His black Nissan Navara ute was parked just behind me, but since then no one has seen him. We spoke to one resident of the house where his car was found by police, who told us he didn't know Jake and didn't know why his car was stashed out front. Detectives have today taken 2 people into custody.
We have a 26-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman. They've been in custody since the early hours of this morning. They have not been charged or interviewed at this stage.
Police have located 3 vehicles believed to be connected to the case and say they can't rule out foul play.
Any missing person investigation, we have to have that thought process. So yes, we're keeping all options open. We hope to find Jake alive and well, but we haven't ruled out the fact that there may be foul play involved.
Jessica Moran, Southern Cross News.
There's renewed calls tonight for all Tasmanians under the age of 21 years old to receive their free meningococcal vaccination. Another mass immunisation clinic is being held at the Derwent Entertainment Centre this weekend, but there's thousands of spots still available.
It may have been over 2 weeks since the state's last confirmed case of meningococcal, but young Tasmanians are being urged not to become complacent with receiving their free ACY and W strain vaccination.
Around about a third of the eligible people have probably come forward and got their vaccine so far.
Here at the Derwent Entertainment Centre, over 1,000 people heeded the warnings from Public Health today, and there's still lots of room tomorrow.
And we have more than 1,000 spaces still open for people to come to the clinic at the deck tomorrow. So if they book online at the Health Department website.
Please come in and take the opportunity while you can.
The mass vaccination clinic started after there were 6 confirmed cases of the potentially fatal disease, with most of them from Hobart's northern suburbs.
It's quite a quick process. And most people are in and out of the deck within an hour.
Now the free immunisation program is being rolled out statewide to all Tasmanians under 21 years old, while others can purchase them through GPs or pharmacists.
People have just been amazed at how easy the vaccine has been to receive. A lot of people say they don't even know they've had it.
A simple process that could save a life. Louise Hedger, Southern Cross News.
Ceremonies across the country have today recognised those who fought in the Vietnam War. A commemoration in Hobart brought together veterans and their families, all gathering to say thank you.
An emotional tribute. The sound of a bugle echoes as a crowd pauses. The Hobart cenotaph lined with wreaths, each one a symbol of thanks and recognition on Vietnam Veterans Day. Families remembered loved ones with medals on their chests, while veterans remembered friends.
They were magnificent people. They gave their lives for the country. They need to be honoured.
It was just a whole different change of life from being playing the sports, having a girlfriend, doing those things here, suddenly being thrust into army service.
1 minute people were there and then they were gone, just in a split split second.
This year we commemorate 50 years since the Battle of Coral Balmoral. The Australian War Memorial describes it as one of our most significant battles of the Vietnam War. 26 days of intermittent fighting, 26 Australian soldiers dead.
Remembering it, we don't make the same mistakes.
It still comes up in your mind each day, yes, and all to the younger veterans. Get out there and talk to your mates, talk to your family, come out and really get help for yourself.
A vital message from an experienced soldier. Michelle Wisby, Southern Cross News.
Record crowds have descended on Hobart's Princess Wharf to experience some of Tasmania's most incredible scientific feats. Among them, a ship built out of Lego, giving visitors a look at Antarctica's next research vessel.
This pint-sized Lego vessel entertaining the inquisitive.
So this is the Lego Noyena. She's got 117,622 Lego bricks in it, and she is glued together.
She took over 300 hours to put together, and visitors to the Festival of Bright Ideas today had a squiz at what will be inside Antarctica's next research vessel, which is set to venture south from 2020.
She's actually got all of the scientific equipment on it that is going to be on the real ship, like a moon pool and drop kills and acoustic sonar.
Elsewhere, there was exploration through virtual reality headsets.
When they grow up, they've got more information about the world, how it works.
We take them from underwater to Mars, to the Great Wall of China, to Antarctica, and pretty much anywhere you can think of.
Others putting their brains to work and learning all about them with an exhibit big enough to walk through. While for others, it's scientifically created food that's on the mind.
Liquid nitrogen ice cream, which is going to be very fun. We're going to get some donuts.
And for some of these budding scientists, it's the start of something special.
I want to be a wildlife person who studies animals.
Louise Hedger, Southern Cross News.
Hello again. Well, this could be the biggest night in Tasmanian basketball history to date, with the Launceston Tornadoes and the Hobart Chargers both playing off for a Seabull Championship. Our reporter Tom Cooper joins us now live from Melbourne. Good evening, Tom. What's the atmosphere there like?
Hey, Tom, like you mentioned, I'm at the State Basketball Centre, and to keep it short, the atmosphere is electric. There's a healthy mix of Bendigo supporters, and there's quite a few Launceston supporters here, which is good to see. The Tawns are currently playing the Bendigo Braves for the Seabull Championship. Now, the side has got off to a little bit of a shaky start. Currently, it's 52-40 Bendigo's way. The Braves have been very physical, and it's been tough for the Tawns to muscle their way back in the match. Lauren Mansfield got a break from Australian Opal's duty, so she's been pretty solid. She nailed a couple of long-range buckets. Lauren Nicholson, the league MVP, she's also been good. Ali Wilson has exerted her dominance on the match also, as she has done all final series. As you mentioned, Tom, it could be a very significant night for Tasmanian basketball, because directly after this match, the Hobart Chargers will be playing the Nunawading Spectres also for the Seabull Championship. Now, I am joined by Chargers President David Bartlett, a basketball fanatic, it's safe to say. Dave, how has the atmosphere been in the Chargers camp today? How are the boys feeling? How's Stewie?
Yeah, great. I saw all the guys at the airport this morning, and everybody is actually, I think, calmly confident, feeling good about what's ahead of us. It's going to be a very, very tough match, but I'm feeling pretty good. And Stewie, actually, I've never seen him so calmly confident. Normally he's a bit more hyper before a big game like this.
The guys were really impressive against Geelong. They showed an unbelievable brand of physicality. They stepped up right when it counted. How much confidence do you think they'll be taking into this championship game?
I think the thing about this group we've got in the team, the 2018 team, is that they, no lead's big enough against them. They can come back and they'll keep coming back. And really, I think the big matchup between Simon Conn and someone like Zach White, if Zach can get as many boards as Simon tonight, and 2 out of our 3 offensive triple threat start to score, start to light up, Mathang or Trey or Craigie Moller, then I think we're in for probably a win.
Nice one, David. Thank you very much. Tom, I've just double-checked the score again. It's now 56-44, still Bendigo's way. The Tawns have a lot of work if they're to get back in their match, but hopefully they can do it. I'm excited. It could be a Tasmanian Championship double. We may not even make it back tomorrow to Tasmania if it is the case, Tom, but we'll try our best. Back to you, mate.
Oh, good on you, mate. Well done. Hopefully the Tawns can get up. Launceston has won the double chance for the TSL finals after holding on against Glenorchy this afternoon. Lauderdale nearly overcame North Launceston before a final quarter blitz from the minor premier, and Clarence cleared the Tigers by 22 points. A rainbow touched Windsor Park and Launceston was looking for the pot of gold, a double chance in next week's finals. Scrappy football turned into a fairy tale story when the Blues banged 8 goals in the third term, including a goal of the year contender from Chase Jones. The boundary line no barrier as the Bananas sailed through the sticks. Jack Rushton looked for long range, goaling from 60 out, and the Blues hope to go deep into September as well. The two sides meet again in Hobart for next week's qualifying final. The Northern Bombers are known for posting big scores, and it looked like much the same after a 7-0 opening quarter at Lauderdale Oval. But the home side showed its trademark grunt, booting 6 goals in the third term to bring the margin back to just 5 points. Silly mistakes prevented a boil-over, a kick from the square straight into the hands of Bart McCulloch, perhaps the biggest red face. Lauderdale did enough to scare the minor premier, but not enough to beat them. 35 points the final margin. And the Tigers had one last roar before bowing out of 2018, taking this contest right up to Clarence. The margin fell to only 7 points midway through the final quarter, but the Roos were too strong. Jeremy Webberley top scoring with 3 goals in his side's 22-point win. Clarence will host Lauderdale in the elimination final. We're now only hours away from Luke Jackson's WBO title fight in Belfast. Jackson was booed by the partial Irish crowd at last night's weigh-in, but the Tasmanian smiled as he brandished the Australian flag and stepped onto the scales.
124 pounds, 12 ounces for Luke Jackson.
Local Carl Frampton is the odds-on favourite to retain his title.
Good evening. There were showers on and off across the state today, Hobart reaching a high of 13, Launceston and Devonport 12 and Burnie 11 degrees. The state's high was recorded at Friendly Beaches today, that was 15 degrees, 13 at St Helens and Flinders and Maria Islands, Low Head 12, 11 for Smithton, Grove, Ouse and Strawn, 4 degrees for Lyweenie. On the satellite, we can see low to mid-level cellular clouds streaming over the state. The bigger picture shows a mid to high-level cloud band associated with a cold front off the east coast of Victoria. Speckled cloud is over Victoria and southern South Australia, while the remainder of the country is mostly cloud-free. Tomorrow, a low sits in the Tasman Sea, extending a trough into the Bass Strait. A high-pressure system sits throughout the Bight, extending a ridge over much of the mainland. To coastal waters, southerly winds increasing to 30 to 40 knots during the morning and seas 2 to 4 metres. There's plenty of warnings tomorrow. A severe weather warning for damaging winds about north, western and southern Tasmania and the east and west coasts. A gale warning for all coastal waters except the central north coast. A strong wind warning for the central north coast and a small craft wind alert for western and plateau lakes. A bushwalkers alert for western and central plateau districts. A road weather alert for snow above 300 metres. A sheep graziers warning and a minor flood warning for the River Derwent. Tomorrow, showers and 9 degrees for Hobart and Richmond, 8 and showers for Ouse. Launceston, partly cloudy, 11, 12 for Devonport, mostly sunny there, and a morning shower or 2 for Deloraine, 9 degrees. Burnie, mostly sunny, 11. Strawn, showers 9 with a possible storm. Similar conditions for Curry, 10. Showers in the east, St Helens 11, Swansea 10 and 12 for Whitemark. On Monday, showers developing in the west and south, extending statewide during the afternoon. Tuesday, showers in the west, far south and Bass Strait Islands, fine elsewhere. And Wednesday, a mostly sunny day. Mostly sunny for the mainland tomorrow, apart from some showers for Melbourne and Canberra. And currently in Hobart it's 8 and mostly cloudy, Launceston 6 and partly cloudy, and Devonport 7 degrees and partly cloudy. And that's tonight's weather forecast, Rachel.
Chilly one coming up. Thank you for that, Carmen. Well, that's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Williams. Good night.